talk to angels. How would that change your life? Join us now on Angel Talk Tuesday as the psychic angel channelers Julie Geigel, Maggie Chula, and Catherine Glass allow angels to speak directly through them, sharing messages from beyond. As you bathe in the vibrational frequency of the angels here, you will begin to open up to a stronger and clearer communication of your own. The purpose of this show is to help you awaken, expand, and remember the magnificent being that you are and the mission you came here to fulfill. The angels have heard your call and are here to help. Are you ready to receive?
Our topic today is invoking your spirit guide, and our theme for September is divine connections. This is Julie Geigel, international psychic medium, psychic angel channeler for Archangel Metatron, and approved and certified Casa Guide for the John of God experience. You can find me over at www.juliegeigel.com and on Facebook at Julie Geigel Psychic Medium. You are listening to Angel Talk Tuesday, now hosted every Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time, 9 a.m. Central, because I'm in Central Standard Time. Yay. Okay. Well, so excited for our show today. We are going to be talking about spirit guides, and spirit guides move in and out of your life depending on the issue that you are working on. And so with that, we will go ahead and get started right away. I'm going to have you just take a nice deep breath and relax. Good, good, good. Just allow yourself to open up to receive these messages today. Beautiful. Expanding, expanding, expanding. Welcome. I am Metatron. We are honored and delighted to join you today to talk about spirit guides. As you travel on your earth journey here in this time and space, it may feel as if you are alone, but you are never alone. We are always here with you. You have a beautiful support group of beings, spiritual beings, angels and guides, loved ones who've passed, and totem animals. Today we want to help you specifically tune in and invoke your spirit guide. Spirit guides come and go, depending on the mission that you are fulfilling at that point in your life. Not only that, but you have the ability to invoke spirit guides as you desire. So it behooves you to become familiar with the different spirit guides that are available to you. There are books and information that you have access to, resources that will help you tune in and align with the different energetic frequencies. You are achieving a point in your time-space reality where you can go inside of yourself and access these guides without even having read any further information. They will simply appear. As many of the channelers here today have personally experienced, angels and guides that they had never heard of before are suddenly coming into their awareness. And so as you become more conscious within your soul, within the higher frequencies now available to you, much will be revealed beyond the information that has already been present. So we will now take a moment to assist you in invoking your spirit guide. And so if there is a specific problem or issue that you wish to work with today, you can go ahead and set a clear intention for healing. And we are aware that Julie has set an intention for harmony in her marriage. And she will be focusing on that issue today. And as each one of you here listening has the ability to tune in and connect with higher realms, it will allow you a greater and greater expansion of your being. It will allow you to move forward with grace and ease instead of struggle and chaos. Oftentimes you are like a little child learning new things, wanting to do everything on their own. And we are patient. We understand this is part of your process. But we are also here to make you aware of the resources that are available to you should you desire to tune in and turn on that connection. So take a nice deep breath and allow yourself to relax into the intention that you have set. Imagine your heart opening, opening, opening. And so we put out a clarion call to the universe now, calling forth your spirit guide to assist you with this intention. They have now been put into place. Their order is clear. They have a clear divine connection to your soul's highest good, and the highest good of all involved within the intention that you have set. Feel the beautiful love that comes when we call upon your spirit guide. The unconditional, infinite, endless wellspring of love. Feel yourself being enveloped in a beautiful cloud of peace and tranquility. Trusting and knowing, surrendering. Everything is always in perfect and divine order. I let go and release, allowing my spirit guide to assist me. Now, allow those words to sink deeply into the very core of your being, creating permanent and lasting change. I am Metatron, and I have spoken here today. Stay tuned for Maggie Chula coming up in our second episode.
Conscious media for conscious minds. OMTimes.
If you've ever said, I do want it all. I do want happiness. I do want love. And I do desire the happily ever after fairy tale life, then this show is for you. Join me, Dame Nicole Brandon, for my internationally acclaimed show, Bridal Talk Radio, every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific Time, where I'll bring you the top experts in the fields of communication, money, relationships, finance, pleasure, play, travel, sexuality, parenting, real estate, adventure, comfort, care, passion, and love.
The number one reason girls drop out of school in sub-Saharan Africa is lack of access to feminine hygiene products. The Pads for Schoolgirls Project, an outreach of Humanity Healing International, is changing this paradigm by setting up sewing programs at schools, teaching girls a vocational skill, while producing the reusable pads that help keep them attending classes. The girls pay it forward by making and giving pad kits to other girls in need. To learn more, visit humanityhealing.org. Humanity Healing is where your heart is.
Looking for inspiration?
Want to be inspired?
Not sure where to go?
Find Mark and Kim every Wednesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern on Inspired Living.
Topics will elevate consciousness and range from metaphysics to the human and social experience and all things spiritual.
Welcome to an inspired community that offers support, encouragement, and new ways of thinking. You are the inspired and the inspiration.
Being a radio host on IOM-FM allows you to build your show on a rich platform with the power of the internet to fulfill your outreach goals and connect with a very specialized and global online audience, unlimited by time and distance. OMTimes Radio will provide you with web relevance, a recognizable conscious brand, and with the standard of excellence that has accompanied every single OMTimes endeavor. Host your show with OMTimes Radio Network. Your conscious lifestyle on steroids. OMTimes Radio, IOM FM.
Welcome back. Welcome back to Angel Talk Tuesday. This is Maggie Chula, and I would like to thank Julie and Metatron. Wonderful visualization and energetic shifting. It is so amazing to be a part of this experience. When you tune into the vibration of the spiritual realm and allow these beautiful beings to come down and help you, it is healing in and of itself. And I enjoyed very much the phrase, and I focused on, I let go and release, allowing my spirit guide to be with me now. So, now, as I work through this, I invoke a spirit guide. And when I do that, this is a method that I use and I shall access right now to allow this channel to come through. Mother, Father, God, be with me now. And allow me to bring the highest vibrational energy my heart and soul are in alignment with, that we may give a beautiful channel on the message of how to invoke your spirit guide. This is an amazing, wonderful topic that is absolutely needed right now. We are so grateful to be allowed to come and be in the place and the vibrational frequency of this loving layer of light beings. My name is Angelica, and I am from the Sprite and Angel tribe. There are so many of us these days that want to give voice to the beauty and pleasure we hope to help you feel as you work through your life and you connect with us. Spirit guides are very specific vibrational beings who come to work with you within the contracts you have created for your life. It is our intention to help you see that you, whoever you are, at whatever level you are on your path towards enlightenment, are a divine soul being. And all of you come to points in your time when it is helpful, healing, and needed to bring a specific spirit to help guide you in the actions you are taking as you move forth in your day, in your life, in your being. These spirit guides are all around, and you have one that is specific for the contract that you are working through. To keep this clear and simple, we shall only talk about one contract at a time. Knowing there are those of you listening who are aware there are multiple levels. But as we work in this medium to help, we wish to focus on that one guide for that one contract. So it is important that when you start to work and connect to your spirit guide, you have put as much of your heart, your soul, your emotional being into your request. Take that moment now. Think about what is on your mind that you wish to either bring into the world or you would like some help and guidance with. What is happening in your world that you want to birth and move forward? Here is how I would share with you to do that. Some of you are very active beings, and we know the best way for you to work with a guide is to go out into nature, to go out and to work with these beautiful beings, to ask for guidance from the Spirit. And some of you will need to sit in quiet and meditation and bring forth and connect with your breath and ask for this dear guide. And we share with you, all ways are correct. So, the way I am here to help you learn to connect to your guidance is through the understanding that every time you breathe, you are breathing in the breath of life. Take those beautiful breaths right now. Bring them in to your body. Know that as you breathe, you are bringing in the deep, beautiful, sacred vibration of your soul and of your source. With your heartfelt intent, ask for your guide that will help you within the path of your choosing. Ask for a message, ask for guidance, ask for clarity of focus, for all things will be brought to you. Now there are those who would think that this guide has to be in a certain form, and we ask you to realize divine guidance and a spirit guide will come to you in the form, in the vibration, in a way that is right for you. And if you can have it in mind, then you can find your guidance easier, more effortlessly. Have fun with it. Have fun with it. Know that you are guided always. So we are aware that this guidance that you are seeking is a being of pure light and love. And we are aware that in this purpose of this format, you are asking for your specific guide. So we would say to you, stay with this program and understand there are many ways to do this. One way, a very specific way, is within your knowledge that you are connected to your highest and best. And as you stay in that vibration of what is for your highest and best, as you bring this issue, this concern, this action you wish to bring into the world, these come together and allow us, your beautiful council of light to clearly help fan the vibrational knowledge within you so you can be clear of the chaos and the noise that is within your daily life. Please have the knowing that your guide is with you. Please understand you can talk to your guide whether you know that as well as these beloved channels or not. For your guide will be with you. Your guide is with you. And your guide is always listening. So if you suspend any disbeliefs and just allow yourself now, dear, beautiful guide that is here to help me move my purpose in the world forward, help me bring more of my unique divine brilliance into this world. Be with me. Help me know you are here. And please allow me to feel, to sense, and to know the beauty and the wisdom of being in full connection with you. I share with you from the bottom of my heart, from the top of my being, all of you have your beautiful guide with you, beside you, right now. Feel them. Know them. You can. You will. You are connected. Great love for you. And please stay tuned to hear from Catherine Glass and the Galactic Federation after these brief messages. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Your conscious connection to a more mindful world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
Have you bought into the idea that you have to work hard for your money, that business is hard? I will share some dynamic access consciousness tools to get you out of your own way so you can create a business that actually succeeds. Join me, Simone Millisers, on The Joy of Business at 4 p.m. Mondays Eastern.
Are you trying to get from point A to point B and need a little advice? Connect with the counselors at OMTimes Advisors. Whether you're looking for a life coach or a spiritual intuitive, the advisors participating at advisors.omtimes.com were carefully chosen based on their gifts, skills, and professionalism. OMTimes Advisors, connecting you with the best advisors in the business. Join Elliot Jolish, the business therapist, each Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern for the Elliot Jolish Hour, as he interviews business experts on your behalf. And you're invited to email your business questions to questions@ecjgroup.com for answers, live, on air every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern on the Elliot Jolish Hour. Being a radio host on IOM FM allows you to build your show on a rich platform with the power of the internet to fulfill your outreach goals and connect with a very specialized and global online audience, unlimited by time and distance. OMTimes Radio will provide you with web relevance, a recognizable conscious brand, and with the standard of excellence that has accompanied every single OMTimes endeavor. Host your show with OMTimes Radio Network, connecting you with the best of the conscious minds in the world. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
And we will hear from Catherine Glass next.
And I'm Catherine Glass. Welcome back to Angel Talk Tuesday. My mic was muted.
That'll happen.
But I just want to recap real quickly. Losing time. First of all, I'm honored to be a part of this wonderful show and to channel with these lovely ladies, Julie and Maggie, Julie Geigel and Maggie Chula. And I want to recap a little bit about Metatron's messages and getting us ready and sort of opening the vibration. I don't know if you all felt how powerful that was, but boy, when he brought in that energy of your spirit guide is here now, whoa, I really felt that. And Maggie talking about the one contract. Yes, this is where I am feeling the connection strongly today for me to speak about a couple of things before I go into the channel is the difference. There are many, many kinds of spirit guides. That is true. And it's as you get familiar with this area and this topic in your lives, spirit guides, it can feel very broad and kind of bland and confusing, or it can get kind of too filled with rules. Like, you have one spirit guide, you have 3 spirit guides, you have 6 spirit guides. The truth is they do come and go. And it's also simultaneously true that often we do have at least one specific guide who comes with us into each incarnation, different guides sometimes for different incarnations, and sometimes the same guide for more than one nation. So you do have a personal guide who has known you and cared for you and loved you from the moment before you first incarnated into this lifetime and possibly into others. And when you meet that guide consciously and connect and talk, you can actually ask them, how have you known me? Were you human before, or are you interdimensional? You can actually find out personal details about your guide, and I highly recommend you do that because it makes the connection very strong. So also, this is our show and our theme is Angel Talk Tuesday, and always, 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 without a doubt, the angels are always available to you for help. It is their purpose in the universe to assist us, this planet, and other galaxies too, I think, and other beings in other dimensions perhaps. The angelic realm comes to assist them as well. But the angels will come when you call them, no matter what. Whether they are personally contracted to you or not, they pretty much are anyway. So always the guides and the angels, the angelic guides, are available to you 24/7, as is your personal spirit guide that I was speaking of a moment ago. So there is a difference between the personal spirit guide and the angel guides. Angels are angels, and spirit guides can often be people who have been human enough times in life to be able to have the compassion now to stay on the spirit side of life and to guide a human being on their journey. And that brings me around to what I want to say this morning before I go into my channel. Funnily enough, I do channel the Galactic Federation and Council of Light, but today I was informed by my personal spirit guide, whose name is John, believe it or not, something very simple. I met him many years ago while meditating at the sacred Walden Pond near where I live. And he came to me this morning and I said, I was talking about I was going to channel today, and he said he let me know that I said, are you going to help me today channel this meditation I'm going to do? And he said, well, why not? It would be perfect for me to channel because I'm your personal spirit guide. It's perfect that I should channel how to meet your personal spirit guide. So I'm going to take a breath and slow it down. And I'm going to bring in John, who's going to channel a meditation for you to personally meet your personal guide. So here we go. Greetings and hello. I am John, and I am here to help Catherine channel how to meet your personal spirit guide today. I have known Catherine for a very long time, from many, many, many lives ago when we were in the UK, Scotland area. In a lifetime that she shared with me, I was a dear friend of her family at the time. She's often asked me funny questions from the personal to the broad spectrum of spiritual growth, and I help her with all of these answers as best I can. Yes, I was a human. Yes, I did enjoy a pint of ale now and then when I was on the planet. I have a good sense of humor, and I am delighted to be included here to help today, to channel for you through Catherine how to meet your own guide. So first of all, you must quiet your mind and take nice, deep, calming breaths. We'll take 3. And again. And one more. For good measure. That's it. Now you'll set your intention for the Most High loving presence who loves and adores you and has from the time you were born to come into your awareness. Invite them. Set the highest intention for good and healing to take place for you in this meeting. And now I'd like you to go in your mind to a beautiful place, any place for you that is beautiful and special. The beach, perhaps, the winding road, perhaps the path in the woods, perhaps a garden. Take yourself there now and sit yourself down and just listen to my voice. As you're sitting where you are in your beautiful place of peace and calm, notice around you a beautiful dancing of light, sparkling, calming, waves of energy around you. Know that you are very safe here. It's a familiar feeling to you. You've been here before. In your mind, in your energy, you know this calm. And now, open your eyes and look around and see ahead of you, down a winding path, way yonder down as you look, a small bench, waiting and calling to you. Rise up now and stand, and begin to walk directly toward this beautiful bench. Whether you're on a beach, whether you're in a garden or the wooded path, see the bench in the distance before you. And find and wind your way easily toward this bench. And around the bench, as you get closer and closer, you notice a beautiful violet purple mist. You can see through this mist. It's thin and very veil-like, very inviting, very beautiful. And as you're approaching the bench now, the mist begins to clear. And you know that you are in a sacred space, a very safe temple-like space. And sit yourself down now on this bench. And again, with your intention, ask that your spirit guide please come down the path to you now. Come forward. And gaze out down along this path in front of your eyes while you're on your bench. And see now coming toward you a figure, a being, made of light from the distance. They look very lit up. And for those of you that have a kinship with the animal kingdom, it's fine if this being is on 4 legs and not 2. Because some of us do have spirit animal guide. Do what is true and right for your vision now. Allow it to come to you. And see as this silhouette comes closer and closer to you. This is indeed your spirit guide whom you have called forth to meet you today on this bench, in this beautiful surrounding, protected by this violet purple soft mist of beautiful light. healing light. Now allow this being to come closer and closer to you, and notice that you feel very warm and very safe, and even a little excited perhaps to meet your guide. And notice if you're hearing them yet in your mind, or if you're feeling their warmth around you, their love coming toward you, their wisdom. And as they come close to you now and join you on your bench, you can turn to them and ask them and say, "Are you my guide?" And just wait. The answer comes quickly. You don't think, you just allow the answer to come. If by some unusual circumstance they say no, then you thank them for showing up and you look again for the guide to come toward you. But more than likely, this first being is indeed your guide. So ask them now, speak to them, ask them questions, anything you'd like. What is your name? Do you have a name? Have I known you before? Can I trust you? Are you real? Ask them anything. And when you feel convinced, then you can share with them the prayer of your heart in the moment. What is it you're needing right now, right this moment in your life from your guide? And allow them to bring it to you, and you will know immediately in your whole being that this is indeed your true spirit guide. And after you've chatted, you can thank them and move back down the path on your way, back into your present life, your current time and space reality, and know that your guide will always and ever be by your side, just as I am with Catherine whenever she calls me. Thank you so much for listening now. Enjoy your day. I am John.
The Real Conscious Connection. OMTimes Radio. IOM FM.
Do you want to be a better communicator? Do you want to better connect with the important people in your life? Do you want to enrich your relationships? If so, join me, Matthew Cooper, on the Positive Control System Show every Wednesday evening at 11 o'clock p.m. Eastern Standard Time on OMTimes Radio. I'll meet you there.
Have you ever wondered how to change your love paradigm? The secret key is finding a love partnership, not just a regular connection. How do you find these? Through conscious relationships. Ascending Hearts Dating is a dating site for people like you that believes in second chances and a different type of spiritual connection. Try Ascending Hearts for free today at ascendinghearts.com and change your love paradigm. Ascending Hearts, the premier dating community for the spiritually awake.
Greetings, fellow soul travelers. This is Dr. Amelia Kemp with OMTimes Radio. If you've been stressed mentally or emotionally, then join me on Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the From Psychotherapy to Sacred Therapy show, where you'll learn you're not sick, you're sacred. And by aligning with the soul is what makes you whole.
Host your show on IOM FM, the radio network of OMTimes Media, one of the more recognized brand names in the conscious community, and is backed by the extensive marketing reach of OMTimes. Hosting a show on IOM FM immediately connects you with our extensive dedicated community, bringing a more conscious lifestyle to your world. OMTimes Radio, IOM FM.
Welcome back to Angel Talk Tuesday. This is Julie Geigel, and today we are talking about invoking your spirit guide. And I'm just going to recap our first three segments. The first segment, Archangel Metatron, came in and talked to us about spirit guides and their role in our life. And then we did a very quick, simple meditation to invoke your spirit guide, letting go and releasing and allowing your spirit guide to work with you now at this moment. And then Maggie Chula shared messages from Angelica, who is a sprite from the angel. And what stood out for me in Maggie's channeling was when she talked about be with me now, allow me to bring the highest vibrational energy into this earth journey, fulfilling that soul contract. And she also talked about how spirit guides are very specific vibrational beings that come in and out of our life to fulfill this divine contract. She had a couple really simple tips for us. First of all, she said it's one thing that might help you tune in and connect with that spirit guide is by going into nature. Nature holds a different vibrational frequency than certainly when we're indoors. So tuning into nature, sitting by the water or going for a walk can really help you connect. And she also said it's important to ask. They cannot come in and help us if we don't ask and make our intentions clear and known. And then whenever you're asking, it's really important to always ask for whatever's in your highest good. Oftentimes our free will and our ego can get in the way of our highest good. And then Catherine, lovely Catherine, we had a special privilege of meeting her spirit guide, John, which was very exciting. And John actually took us through a very specific meditation to invoke your spirit guide and ask them questions. And you can ask them their name. You can ask us, specific questions. How long have you been with me? How do you know me? I thought that was really fun. And Catherine also talked a little bit about how is a spirit guide different from angels. And I thought that might be good to expand on that just a little bit. What I was seeing as well as what Catherine had mentioned is that, and what I want to reiterate about what Catherine had mentioned is that oftentimes a spirit guide has been a human. And as they move on, cross over, they choose to stay in the spiritual realm and assist humans here on this planet. So they've actually had a human existence. And by and large, angels do not have that human existence like spirit guides do. And so when we are working with our angels, they are a different vibrational frequency because they have not had that human experience. And what I've been told is that each of us have thousands of angels that are assigned to us and us alone, and we don't share these angels. So I know a lot of times people are like, oh, I don't want to bother. I don't want to bother them. Versus a spirit guide. Spirit guides are a specific person or entity, energy, and they can be assigned to more than one person at a time because of that multi-dimensional time-space reality thing that they don't have to deal with like we do here. And so just wanted, Maggie, do you have any thoughts on the differences between the spirit guide and the angels?
Yes. I would just like to share that from my experience and from what I've learned, spirit guides really are here for a specific reason to help you. And I know that Catherine was talking about the one spirit guide that has been with you from birth. And I have also, I would just like to reiterate that I I have that understanding also. So my own personal understanding is you can have more than one spirit guide. It depends on what you're kind of working on, but that there is also that one beautiful being that is with you, helping you, kind of working through this life with you. So that would be your personal birth guide? I don't know. Your life spirit guide.
Well, and Maggie,
your life coach.
Can you tell me? I come from a Catholic background, and yes. We've always, been raised or brought up with that idea that we come into this lifetime with a guardian angel, and actually 2 guardian angels, I've been told. And so, how is that guardian angel type of idea that they come in when you open your eyes at your birth, and they leave when you take your last breath? How is that different than a spirit guide, or is that the same kind of an energetic frequency? I do think that is your guardian angel. Okay, yeah. But there was some information going about what's the difference between an angel and a guide and all, and I think that from what I would just like to share is it's a frequency, it's a vibration. Try to know that you're not alone, and that you have a lot of different help. So I think that's where I would go with that. Absolutely. And like I said, for me, my perspective, I really resonated when Catherine had said, the main difference is typically a spirit guide has had a human experience versus an angel has not. Right.
Yeah, that's kind of what I've always known, and I guess have received myself, by channeling my own information, and have heard and learned and all of that. But I do, we all work with private sessions, and many times clients will come, I'm sure they have to you girls too, and ask to know who their spirit guides are and angels. And often what I see with people is one main guide, a guardian angel, and then there's this like spirit team that has to do with what Maggie was saying, what you're working on at the time. If you're studying medicine, you may have a guide shift come in to work with you while you're becoming a doctor. Right. And then that guide may shift when you move into retirement and decide to learn how to sail boats. You might get a different guide. But all the while with those guides of expertise, you will always have a guardian angel and your own personal spirit guide. And interesting, Maggie, when you said it's the same thing, I really feel like it's like almost a morphing. In my mind, the image was like my guide, John. He was human, but he also protects me. I know he does. So he's like the gatekeeper. And when I do mediumship galleries, he's the first one there running the show. But I also feel there's a protection energy. So it's kind of like a blending of an angel presence and a protector and a guide. Mm-hmm. But then he deals with the mundane of my life. So I also believe in the angels, but I just call them. I call Archangel Michael. I call the angels, Absolutely. And that resonate because I started hearing 2 guardian angels. And then, Catherine, when you said you have one main guide and one guardian angel, that's where the number 2 comes in. And that's what I'm really feeling strongly, that resonance of that's where we have 2 partnerships. Right. Yes.
Even our guardian angel and
then have you guys ever heard of the MAP team, the medical assistance program? That's a team of like healers that you are personal to you. And there's a whole way to meet them. It's Michelle Smallwright's work. There's a book, but you can do a meditation where you meet your MAP team, and like there can be like a psychic surgeon on the team. I have an old Chinese guy and like an intergalactic healer, an ET person. They all work together when I need healing. So that's like a separate thing.
Yeah. And I know that one of the things I do in my mentoring, my spiritual mentoring or psychic mentoring, is I have helped people connect up to their gift, maybe to do psychic surgery. So I know that is a different being that's there for them and they haven't quite tapped into yet. It's when you start to work with it, it's infinite.
It is, isn't it? Oh,
and very specific. Very specific.
Very infinite, yes.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, we've got about 2 minutes left here today, or 1 minute, I should say.
And counting.
1 minute and counting. So I'm just going to quickly do a little bit of a closing here. I just wanted to invite everybody to join us on our annual John of God Spiritual Transformation Healing Retreat coming up April 4th through the 16th of 2016 for just $1,950. Rooms vary, so be sure to register early for the best selection. And remember that just being in this high energetic frequency today will help you to open up your own channels of your communication with your own spirit guide and spiritual team of angels. Thank you everyone for listening today. This is Julie Geigel along with Maggie Chula and Catherine Glass. Be sure to join us every Tuesday at 9 a.m. Central, 10 a.m. Eastern Time for Angel Talk Tuesday. And if you miss our live show, be sure to listen to the archives over on OMTimes Radio. You can access those archives the following morning of the live show. So the archive for this show will not be available until tomorrow morning. You have a plethora of angels uplifting, inspiring, and enfolding you in God's love every day. Until next time, this is the Psychic Angel Channelers helping you connect with your angelic team. Remember, you're magnificent.